So downstairs, I showed you the seventh grade wing where we talked about writing. So we're gonna also have a writing lab here for eighth grade. This is our eighth grade pod here.
Okay.
With eighth grade, we have pre-AP courses. We have pre-AP math, pre-AP ELA, and science. So with those pre-AP classes, we also have labs for our kids who are not with pre-AP. Those that fell a little short with percentages. So we also have labs for those classes as well. As you walk down this hallway, this is our eighth grade wing. We have classes for eighth grade. We also have that co-teach model
Okay.
in the eighth grade wing. As you walk a little further, our team lead, here she is right here. Miss Tammy Wiggins is our team lead here for
How you
ELA.
doing? Yeah, I'm Miss
Uh,
Royce. I'm gonna be joining this school.
Okay,
I'm gonna be a teacher.
okay. Teaching ELA?
ELA.
Okay, let's talk about it a little bit. Our scores were kind of low. We have our ESL babies and our African American population, who's also ESL, if you really want to say it. They need lots of vocabulary development. The ESL kids need speaking. They need to be able to speak the academic language, as well as write it. So that's where they struggle in, and it shows in our TELPAS that they are still emerging language learners with that. So they need lots of vocabulary, lots of pictures, lots of examples. You have to bring in technology to show them those type of examples, as well as our African American population.
So that's why you have a lot of computers around in your class.
Yes, yes. Also, the other struggle is probably going to be expository. Expository text. It's, especially for girls, it's boring. You have to make it come alive. You have to use different types of skills to bring it in as far as the text features, so they can see how the author presents it and they can delve into it. So they need lots of inferencing, lots of pictures, lots of making it come alive for them. So again, that's where the technology comes through. We use CNN a lot, Discovery Education, just to bring those things in to make it come alive for them, because they just struggle with real world experiences, and that's the thing with their reading. You have to connect it to that real world.
Okay, great. So that's where the debating also comes in. Like if you have a current event, maybe you can like have a topic. Who's for gun violence?
Right.
Who's for guns? Who's not for guns? You know, maybe the kids have had experience
Right,
with that.
and they would have to, that will make them research that, because that's real world for them. So that would make them research that and then teach them the proper way to argue a point. And that they have to respect other people's opinions. So they need, along with the ELA, they need those social skills as well. And that's gonna help those ELA scores go up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was telling Ms. Flores that here on the campus that we have started a whole lot of new programs here based on the data that we had last year. We saw where we fell short in those different target areas for ELA, especially through sixth grade reading. We have those fifth grade babies coming in from the elementary campus. A lot of them are coming as non-readers. And when I say non-readers, meaning that it's not meaning that they can't read at all, but they're not reading at grade level. So now they're transitioning from elementary school into a middle school campus. So now we're dealing with different levels of reading, just like Ms. Wiggins mentioned to you earlier. Expository text is one of the hardest, and it's one of the critical thinking pieces where students have to really critically think and analyze text in order to make meaning. So this is where our students struggle in ELA. So now, as a campus, we had to sit down over the summer in our CBLT meeting and talk about different ways that we can help kids reach those goals.
Okay.
Because they come to us the way they are. Believe it or not, we don't like it, but we have to take them. We have to take them and we have to nurture them, and that's a part of our vision and our culture here. And our mission for Lincoln Middle is to take them as they are and make them the productive citizens they need to be. So in order for us to do that, we have to plan as a team. And just like Ms. Wiggins mentioned to you earlier, those are some of the things that we're doing here at Lincoln Middle to make that happen. The debate team, those topics, a lot of our kids, they get all into the realistic things that are happening now. They want the latest fad. A lot of times they will talk a whole lot to you about what's going on, because this is something they know and this is something that they want to discuss, compared to you just giving them that paper and asking them to read. And of course they have to do that, but then we want our kids to talk more.
Right.
That's how we learn a lot more about them, if they express to us what they're feeling.
Which
So you're
also helps with the ELA.
right.
I mean, with the
speaking
the speaking with
Speaking and the listening, and you think about it, helps with everything. You're looking at cognitive, now you're looking at the social being of the child, that physical, that mental ability. They're now expressing to you what's comfortable for them, what they can do, they may not want to do, but how are we going to get them interested and on board? Because reading is one of those places where we fall short. So
Sounds
we're
like everything you're doing is really good, and it's gonna
Yes.
really tackle some of those
Yes.
issues that the children are gonna face.
right.
I see you also have science, so,
Mhm.
you know, some of that hands-on with the expository should
Right.
do with it.
Right, is what, one of the things, and I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the things we want to do here, we want to make everything to where they see reading as a necessity throughout curriculum.
To make
Right.
it happen.
Right, right.
To everything that you do, whatever you read about, you can apply it at some point during your life. It's just
Right.
not something we just do at school.
Right, right.
Yeah, so we want to make it more realistic for them. Being at school is something that is a necessity. This is something that's going to help you for a lifetime. So how do we better help prepare our students for that? We bring real life here, and we show them that this is what we have here at Lincoln Middle. This is how we're going to help you prepare, but we want you to be on board with us. So it's like selling that product and getting those kids engaged in that product. So we have to come up with those creative niches to get them to join in, and that's the way we get them to join in. We make it interesting to them.
And
We
then
make
you have
it
them
fit
write
their
about
life.
what they're learning too, so
Yes.
that's good, that's great.
Yes,
That's
yes.
great.
Right
Yes.
connection.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Ms. Wiggins, for
Thank you,
joining
Ms.
us
Wiggins.
today.
Nice meeting you.
Yes, appreciate it. So I'm gonna continue this tour with her on the other wing. Thank you so much, and we'll talk next week and meet
Yes,
about
ma'am.
that. Yes, okay. So here's the science piece of the building.
Okay.
Okay. So on the science wing, we also have a lab. We have a full lab for science. In that science lab, we also have pre-AP labs. Some of those labs have chemistry labs. That was something we adopted about 2 years ago here on campus. So we had, our parents were very excited about adding those college-ready
Right.
subject material
Right.
to the campus. Restroom here for students. By the way, each hallway has a restroom.
Okay.
On this wing here is our general population, 8th grade.
Okay.
We also have our interventions on this side of the wing. We have our support services on this side of the wing for students who are needing support services. We do have a counselor for each grade level.
Okay.
Each grade level has their own counselor. Each counselor is also posted up on each wing,
Okay.
as well as the assistant principals. So the assistant principal is on a wing and a counselor.
Okay.
Here's another teacher's workroom for the 8th grade pod. We have our writing lab here for this end of 8th grade hallway. We have our math lab and our reading lab, and then we also have our science and social studies classes.
Okay.
Okay? Are there any other questions
No.
so far?
Everything
Okay.
seems to be cohesive from all the grades and everything. And I can see where you allow teachers to collaborate, and everyone is very knowledgeable of where the children are, and they're trying to do different things to address those needs. So I really like everything I see.
You like everything you see?
Yes.
So let me ask you this, now that you've taken, we're not done yet, quite done yet, but how do you feel about being a part of this community?
I'm very excited.
You're very excited
Very
about it?
excited.
What was
Yeah.
one of the things that popped at you right away when you walked into this building?
I really felt the warmth and the love that came when I stepped on this campus. I was greeted by the people at the front, and how you made me, you sat down, you talked to me, and you let me know about the mission and everything. I like the way the school is set because it promotes community and collaboration, and also all of the things that the children are going to need. Other than just academics, they're going to need the drama and the debating and all those things. And you allow them time to read to their siblings too. I thought all of that really kind of stuck out. So really everything, I really like everything.
And when you think about it, our mission is coming together because
Right.
now we're involving those stakeholders as a part of the community here at Lincoln Middle.
Oh, okay.
And they also help us with getting kids to read.
Okay.
So if we can tie, like they always says, that quote out there that said, it takes a village to raise a family.
Right.
That's how we feel here at Lincoln.
Okay.
It takes all of us to do that. So teamwork is the dream.
Okay.
So getting everybody on board and doing the same thing and making sure that we work for the best interests of students here at Lincoln is our motto. That's
Okay.
something we want to do. And we are excited about having you here. Once again, if you know anything about any other organizations that we can get involved in, you mentioned your college, about getting those students here to assist us, that would be great. So just make sure you let me know about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you back downstairs and we're gonna look at another part of the building and then we're gonna go ahead and debrief
Okay.
before I let you leave today, okay?
Okay, thank you.